Hey there, it's a beautiful day. I'm Father Roderick and I'm on my way by bike to my new hometown, which is going to be the town of Bennekom. My home is now available. I just received the keys this morning. I'm gonna bring you along to take a look. We're almost there. So this is it. Welcome to my new home. I'm going to take you with me and explore this new house. I'm so excited. So once you enter through the front door, you can either go up the stairs to the upper floor, or you can go straight ahead to the living room. And that's where we're going. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? We've got a wooden floor and, well, this is what it looks like. We've got a nice L-shaped room with here a nice place for a work table or something like that. I think the previous owners left me something. A statue of Jesus, and I think he's holding, this is the subscription to the garbage service. And then we've got a nice bottle of Merlot, a glass and a card. Let's see what it says. Dear Father Roderick, welcome in your new home. We wish you a joyful stay in beautiful Bennekom. Greetings, John and Corey. Oh, wow. Oh, that is amazing. Oh, that is so kind. This might be a good place for a TV and for a couch, maybe here. And then I really love that wall. And there is a separation because this is not the only part of the living room. If you open this is where you will see all my boxes. But this room is also part of the living room in a certain way, but you can also separate it. There is a safe here on this side, which was kind of common in all rectories. That's where the priest would keep all his records. So this is what I need to unpack. And then from here, right straight from the living room, you can go to the garden and look at how gorgeous it is. Nice green grass. There's a little part here where you can sit or put down a barbecue or something. Behind the fence, there's more of the garden. We'll explore the garden later on. But first, let me go to a small room here on the left. This is where you can hang your coat, maybe. This is also where the priest would be able to receive people. And here is the electricity. They're going to completely redo this because it's kind of old, as you can tell. So it's really nice to have a small room next to the front door like that. And then if you continue, you see that there is a staircase here and also a flight of stairs that goes down. This is the basement, and they're going to separate this from my house, because if you go through that door, you will enter the parish spaces. What they're going to do is they're going to close this entire part of the house so they can use the basement for all the parish stuff. And then this is going to be turned into a toilet. Right now it is basically a cupboard. So that's what they're going to work on very soon. And then here, this is currently the kitchen. And it is kind of small. So the kitchen that's here is, I think, from, the 50s or something like that. It's okay, but I'm going to replace it with the kitchen that I bought at IKEA's. The only issue that I'm dealing with is how to put that kitchen that was designed for a totally different type of room, how am I going to fit it in here? Because I'd love to have a cooking island, so maybe I can put that island here, put the cooking station here, or maybe that's also an option. We'll see. Next to the kitchen is a quite big room, actually, where I can put my washing machine, and then from here you can also go outside. So this is also probably where I will store my bikes. All right, back to the kitchen. There used to be a door here, and you can still tell that's not stone. That is just a very thin wall. So maybe interesting to see if we can reinstall a door there, so you can go from the kitchen straight to the living room, because this one has a separate lock. So this is where all my stuff is. But I can also imagine that this becomes a dining room where you put a table. And then, of course, it's super handy if you can just use this door instead of going through multiple doors here from the kitchen into the dining room. Let's go upstairs. You can tell, by the way, that the house definitely needs a bit of an upgrade. This is all still very vintage. This is the toilet. It is definitely not modern. And then there is a shower that is right here, which is kind of from the same era as the toilet, as far as I can tell. So we're going to see if we can renovate that a little bit. Maybe even create a bathroom here in this room, but that of course will require some extra work. So this is the house here on the upper floor has a lot of these smaller rooms. What I like is this. This is gorgeous, and it has these wooden walls. This is very much from the 70s. Feels a bit like, I don't know, Switzerland, like chalet. These lamps, I think, are from the previous inhabitants. I don't know. It's not really my style, but okay. And then this is one of the 4 smaller rooms. These were, of course, smaller bedrooms. What I like is that it has a lot of cupboards, which will come in handy for my equipment, which of course is needs also space. This is probably for clothes, yeah. So, we'll have to see what we can do with these smaller rooms. Again, this probably needs a lot of work. If you just look at the overall, wallpaper, all that is super old. The ceilings are okay, but it's softboard. And then if you continue, there is another room here on the left. This is really handy for if you have visitors, for instance, that need a place to stay. Same construction, but in reverse. It has an old sink. And it's rather small. I think it's like, 3 meters versus 2.5, something like that. Almost square. Again, lots of shelf space. And I was wondering what I could do with these rooms. But I'm thinking, well, maybe I can use this, for instance, as a room to edit, and use another one for the podcasting activities, or for Lego. I mean, this is a lot of room to store my Lego. Speaking of which, here on the opposite side of the corridor, there is a very small rectangular room here. So, and this is where I stored the Lego that I did not want to have moved by the moving company. So it's got the Millennium Falcon and Hogwarts Castle. And this is just a small portion of my Lego. And then finally, we have this room, which is quite nice. This is the only one that has been more or less upgraded and painted. This used to be the bedroom, I think. of the people that lived here. Walking backwards, and you can see that it is quite large. This is a really nice room. I don't think this is going to be my bedroom, but rather maybe my office, you know, where I work. I like that it's light. I like that you can see the road outside. All this, thankfully, is double glass, so it's well insulated, and that also helps with the noise, of course. And here is a tiny balcony, which is great for my Urbi et Orbi blessings on Easter morning. And from here, you see how old this is? So maybe we'll have to do something about this too. I don't know. It's safe, but it's really old. And from here you can see the backyard. Now over there, that piece of grass is for the parish, whereas this part of the garden goes all the way. It's kind of simple. It's just grass, and it stretches all the way out to the street in front of the house. That is all the garden that I can use. And then here down below you can see another small patio where you can, I don't know, store your utensils or whatnot. But I can totally see myself making that a nice cozy place to sit with friends. And then go back inside. What I also like is that there is a lot of light in the house, despite the fact that the windows are kind of small, but there is always sunshine, because this is the south, if I'm not mistaken, whereas that over there is the east. So in this room you have sunlight for most of the day, which is, of course, that's why I'm thinking of turning this into my my study room, or, you know, the place where I work the most. That one does not work anymore, according to the previous inhabitants, so we're probably going to get rid of that. So that's it. That is the house. And it is really, really nice, and I'm super excited that this is going to be my new home. I'm going to take you outside now. I hope I have I must have the keys from the backyard. I like this little hobbit corner. Now, this thing does not belong to the parish. It's you know, someone has lent it to, I think, not the previous owners, but the owners before it, or the inhabitants before it. Oh, here is a key. But I like it. Oops, this one is, I don't know how to open this. This is one of those. Okay, maybe. I don't know how to do that. Let's see if we can get to the garden from the other side. There we go. Now, the kitchen, that is something I'm going to work on right away, because this is not something I want to postpone. It's still a lot of work. From what I've heard, the bathroom changes there. That might still take a little bit more time, so that's probably going to be after. There you go. This one opens after the summer holiday. All right. Now look at that. It is, as I said, a very straightforward garden, but it's a garden. It's got grass. It's got, you know, this nice little tree here. I love this. This is great. And look, even Jesus is there. There you go. I don't know why that is affixed there, but okay. Now, this is really, really nice. And I love that they put this separator here, so you can sit here. Because over there, of course, is the main road, so you've got a lot of people passing by. This was the kind of shed or whatever it is. And then we've got a sundial here, which is also pretty cool. I like that. So if my phone is out of batteries, I can still use this to see what time it is. Also needs maybe a little bit of an upgrade or some maintenance. And then from here, you can see the rest of the surroundings. So here's a parking lot that belongs to this church. This was built in the 50s, just like the house here. Was constructed in the same time. There is a parish community there. That is the bell tower. And then right there is a rotunda or a roundabout. And this seems to be the main traffic artery. So it is a busy place. There you go. So I've got plenty of parking space for friends. That is good. I like it that I have a window here. So in the living room there is also a lot of light. You can see the garden from inside, and I really enjoy that. All right, let me see if I can turn the camera around. It should be possible. There you go. You've got a nice overview, and that's me. It's me, Father Roderick. So that is where I'm going to live. I am very excited about this new location. We're gonna have a lot to do in the weeks, if not months, to come. But of course, it's gonna be fun because everything I invest here will be for the next couple of years. So I'm excited to have a new home. I'm excited to be continuing my mission from Bennekom. That's the name of the town. And I hope to see you soon. Take care and God bless.